All right. This is the old school way that I know always worked. I could just do this little web share thing. There's no problem ever. All the fancy software they give you. So let's get into today's topic. Today I wanted to start with tenants. We had a couple questions about rental comps and cleaning fees, and then even some questions about online lenders. I want to hit those questions. Then let's answer some of your questions in the chat, and then we'll jump on over to deal analysis. And this is honestly just the easiest way to do it. You just get a picture in picture. So, all right, the first one is that we had is the cleaning fees. So we had one of our course members ask in Discord, the tenants never seem to clean the property well enough. How do you make it so that the tenants clean well enough? And what you really want to emphasize when it comes to the pre-move out inspection is that the property should be as clean as it was given to them. And what's very important is you need to have a receipt that shows you had professional cleaning done before that tenant moved in. And then you have to let the tenant know the property was professionally cleaned. Here's the receipt for it or whatever at pre-move in or pre-move out time. That way, when move out time comes, they know the expectation is professional cleaning, not just the tenant wipe down. And so they should be able to provide some kind of professional cleaning receipt. It's gotten to the point where we actually highly recommend they use our carpet cleaner, like the guy we use for carpet cleaning and the guy we use for window cleaning, mostly because if they use those guys, they're the same company that we would have used anyway. So we can't really claim the tenant didn't do the right thing if they hire our person. The reason we do that is people like to get those rental carpet cleaners and do some carpet cleaning themselves, and they never do a good job. And then we just end up having to rebill the tenant for cleaning or carpet cleaning. We just take pictures and go, sorry, you didn't clean it as well as you should have. But we'll put in our rental addendum, hey, we use this company, we use this company, we use this company. We recommend you use them as well when it comes time to move out. And that has helped a lot solve a lot of our debates with tenants that we had in the past, where tenants might say things like, oh, well, I cleaned it, I got the rental steamer thing. Yeah, well, it's not good enough. So that's helped a lot. Hopefully that helps answer that question. So the other question we had was about rental comps. What do you do if you don't have rental comps and you're trying to rent out a property and you're trying to evaluate what the value is? The best thing at this point to do is you have to call around to the property managers and ask, first of all, see what their inventory is, try to see what they have available in that price range. But also, if you're not using a property manager, it's tough to just be like, hey, help me figure out the value. But ideally, whether you're first time around, you're interviewing property managers or whatever, you want to get some ideas in terms of what the rental comps are. What some people do, very much like listing appointments for sale properties, is they'll call property managers and they'll say, hey, I'm looking to interview a couple property managers and let me know what they think the rent is, what the cost of their services would be, and so on and so forth. And that's what a property manager does for a living, because that way, even when there are no rental comps, what do the property managers have in the back of their mind? They know what they're able to rent properties for. See, when we put up a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath for rent, and it takes 4 days to rent, and we get a great, highly qualified tenant right away, that kind of goes into our brain as, okay, for $2,750 that rented right away. Somebody else comes to us and says, hey, I got a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. You think I can get $3,200? We might go, it seems a little high, maybe, right? You get those gut reactions. You really only get those gut reactions when you're in the market all the time. So that is where there's a little bit of a value to a property manager. So then we have the question about online lenders. Let's tap onto that. So the online lenders question, look, it seems like every time I deal with real estate transactions where somebody's using an online lender, which is very common, something like crazy or weird happens towards the end of the deal to where the lender just doesn't care. Anytime there's a problem, they kind of just throw up their hands and they're like, oh, well, cancel the deal then. And mostly that's because of one thing. They don't have what's called a local reputation to protect. See, it's very easy to say, oh, yeah, shop 5 different lenders and get the lowest rate possible. But that's fine when you're refinancing. when you're actually buying a property and you're under time frame restrictions and you need to close quickly, or you need to make sure you're not going to lose your deposit, I would rather overpay a little bit on my lender to have a local guy I know is going to get the deal done. I honestly don't care if the lender charges me an extra $2,000 if they help me get $100,000 wedge. You know what I mean? It's like, that's the small potatoes. Why would I risk my wedge deal going with an unknown lender that doesn't have a reputation to protect? They don't care if the deal bombs. It's just going to throw their hands up as soon as the deal gets complicated, and then I don't have a deal anymore. Me personally, this is very important because I have a complicated file. And if I get an online lender that doesn't understand all the bits and pieces and all the moving parts, and they just go, you know what, too complicated. I'll just wait for 3 more leads to come in that are W-2 borrowers, easy deals. Well, that's not good for me. That means my deal either gets delayed or it doesn't happen. So I have used online lenders before, but myself on a purchase, and that was only after I used this particular online lender for a refinance a few times. But I'll tell you, the purchase was a nightmare. At every part of the way, they're like, oh, we have this problem with the appraisal. And I'm on the phone with their processor going, okay, let's solve it like this. And they're like, no, your loan's denied. Sorry, we can't help you. What if the appraiser said this? Would it be approved then? Oh, yeah, then it would be approved. Then why are you telling me my loan is denied? Right? So it's amazing. I've had a lot of frustrations with online lenders, and so I'm sharing that. All right, Nick's got a question here. When purchasing a condo in a complex next to a nice mall, if the reviews of the mall say the parking in the complex is terrible, how much of a red flag is that for my first property to house type? Honestly, actually, I don't think that's much of an issue. Most really popular malls have terrible parking. It's more of an issue when there's always parking available and the mall is dying and you're about to be next to a vacant mall, one of those ghost town malls. So I actually think that's more of a testament to you being in the right place. All right, so let's do some deal analysis now. So just make sure that's still working. Good. See, I'm telling you, I do it like this. So it might not be pixel perfect, but you get me without any weird stuff happening in the last. All right, let's do some deal analysis here. Let's go ahead and pop the Discord, and let's see what we got here. So we've got a couple deals to analyze. We left off last week somewhere around here. I remember. Oh, I didn't tag everybody last week, did I? All right. Well, we'll get to the bottom of it. In the meantime, make sure you ask. Okay, we did Jake's here. Make sure to ask questions. We looked at. Did we look at this one? Let's see. Model match around the corner sold. I think. Did we look at this? I don't think we looked at this. All right. Let's. Oh well, this is a comp, is what you're showing me. Okay. Let's get situated here, and then we'll get into our deal analysis. Love doing these. However, unfortunately, we need to. Okay. So Derek has a question. We did look at these. We looked at finance and freedoms. Okay. Hey, Jake, extrapolating work. However, I'm not sure. Okay, you're talking to them. We need to know what repairs. Yeah, actually, this is great. This is a great comp for Jake. All right, moving down because we did handle that. Thoughts on this wedge deal here? Did we do this one too? Oh, we did this one. Okay, great. My goodness, that's right, with the back house. All right, so here we got Travis has a question. So let's talk to Travis. So Travis's question is, hey guys, I got one for you. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage duplex. I've never heard somebody say that before. Look at all those 2s. 2-bed, 2-bath, 2-car duplex. That's awesome. So is each side 2-bed, 2-bath, or is it 1-on-1 in each side? Sometimes they add them together. I'm going to live in one side, rent out the other. I can buy it for $185. One side has a lease that rents for $700 until Jan. I believe I could raise the rent to somewhere around $750. There's nothing on the market right now as far as duplexes. And that's the thing. I will say, look, I love duplexes, triplexes, fourplexes. I love units. But I find that consistently in the markets I go into, there are very, very few of them. And when they come on the market, you either have to be lucky or you have to overpay. So this one is great because it's both to my office and my job. So it's close to your office and your job because I haven't sold real estate for 2 years yet. Right. So that's the thing. When you're self-employed, they're always looking for that 2-year work history. So sometimes it's a little harder to qualify. It's in a decently safe area for me and my girlfriend. Great. And being a realtor, I'll get 3% back for my commission. Good for you. Your broker's actually going to take the split on you for you buying your own thing. Usually they give you the whole thing. I know it's a bit above the 1% rule. Yeah, so be careful with the 1% rule. The reason for that is that works in some markets, but not all markets. So let's try to find out where your deal is. Did you link it? All right, let's see. So, well, this is about where you're buying. So let's pull this guy over and let's look at your deal. Let's put that over here. All right, so this is you said this is similar to what you're buying. There are no comps for this duplex within the last year or so. If you're looking back too far, yeah, you have access to the MLS. I also forgot to add the taxes are just over $1,600, and you got insurance quote. Okay, cool. So this is a link to, the link for the listing. Okay, so this is the one that you're looking at buy. You could buy it for $185. That makes sense. So let's see what you got here. First of all, it looks like a beautiful newer property. This is in Springfield. Let's see what you got. Look at that, Springfield, Missouri. All right, let's zoom in a little bit. Just north of the 44. So you'll hear a little bit of the street noise, but I'm usually not so worried about that. You're bisected away from the city by the highways, the state road and the highway. So you're not going to be super. You're not going to see the high values that you would see closer to the city, but you said this is close to where you work, so that could be perfect for you. The fact that you have this as an opportunity is kind of cool because, like you said, they come up pretty rarely. And sometimes it's not a matter of getting the craziest wedge deal you can in terms of a condition, right? We've got the 3 kinds of wedges: over improvement, condition, and rent. So maybe this is where you try to see, okay, well, what kind of uptick in rents could you get? You're going to be living in one side, so you're really just talking about your duplex or the other unit. So let's see what some of the other websites. I'm surprised it's not on the Zillow. That's where I usually go. That's funny. Let's see. It's probably just, is it here? Oh, no, it's here. Okay, it just doesn't come up when you Google it. All right, so same thing. This is nice. Look at the neighborhood it's in. It seems like these are either also duplexes or they're like shared townhouses. And then this is where your unit is. Nice spacious lots. It looks, everything about it. Oh, we got more pictures here. Good. Okay, basic tile, Formica countertops, white appliances. Has this been a rental before? Well, obviously, it looks like the lease signing paperwork and like the lockbox with the realtor's purse. It's like so classic. The fiberglass tub. And yeah, nice drone shots too. I don't know. Yeah, it's something where you look at it and you go, hey, look, it's built in 2006. You're not looking at a lot of headache. You don't want it to have many condition issues and it doesn't look like it does because being a duplex, you're not going to get a discount for those things. Newer $12,000 roof. Wow, why would they have put on a new roof in 2006 property? Oh well, take it, money for you. They probably had like one leak and they're like, that's it, replace the whole roof. I guess people don't know what repair means. So yeah, overall, look, if this is in your neck of the woods, I like it. I'd rather see you get in than not. And if you can get this, if you can negotiate the price down, you can bump the rent a little bit, this could be a good deal for you. So I'm all for it. Let's go ahead and see what we got in the live chat really quick if you guys have any questions, and then we'll go on to do another deal here. So we got a question here. Kev just got in the course. Welcome. Curious about your opinion about me renting a place a bit bigger than what I need and then Airbnb-ing the rest to get started. Yeah, so you can do that. My recommendation, though, is go to this website, AirDNA. Is it airdna.co or yeah, it's .co. Go to airdna.co and search for your location where you want to rent out. So, for example, if you're in a coastal region like Santa Barbara or something like that, this could be a very good thing because you have generally very little vacancy. Problem is when you get into areas where you usually don't get a lot of, like, look at all these Airbnbs here, right? I want to contrast that with if you go into this zip code in Ventura. This is not an Airbnb zip code. Look at how few Airbnbs you have. This is a sign that there's really no demand, right? So you do the Airbnb calc for your area. see if there's a lot of demand, and don't get so discouraged if there's a lot of competition. It just means, more supply usually signifies more demand. And you want more demand because you could always price yourself a little bit more competitively and stay full time or fully occupied all the time. So it's not a bad idea. It's a little bit more of a headache. You might honestly be more inclined to just house hack with a roommate. Or should I just keep living at home and save the down payment for an actual purchase? Well, I mean, I'm all for, what about me renting a place a bit bigger than what I need? Yeah, I see what you're saying. So I wanted to hit that Airbnb note because I think it's going to be useful for a lot of people. But as far as you renting a bigger place, and solely just sort of having a bigger place, but then justifying it with Airbnb or maybe getting a little bit of cash, you do run the option or the risk that you're subleasing now against the terms of the contract, which could be a problem as well. So I probably would try to see, what's it going to take for you to buy maybe a smaller place? And you get into something with 5% down. You're thinking about going up to rent a bigger place and then justifying that by Airbnb out a room, when what would stop you from being able to come up with 3% down, 5% down? Look at the down payment assistance programs. You don't need the 20% down, especially if you're thinking about renting a bigger place. You can do the same thing on a house that you own and either rent it out to roommates or Airbnb and help you justify the fact that you're behind. That might be a consideration for you, and I recommend you start by talking to a lender to see what you could do there. So tell me more if you got other questions here. Let's continue on in the deal analysis. So we looked at Travis's. Best way to get rental comps on Zillow. It's not so great, but the only option you really have is by clicking on the available rental for rent listings and comparing to what's for rent, which isn't as ideal. But look, you got a 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment here for $435. You said yours was going to be a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, right? So here's a $650 2-in-1, but this is a house. So you got some competition on the other side of the freeway, which was my expectation. My expectation was as soon as you went towards the Springfield side of the freeway, prices would go up, and that's going to be my guess. So compare to the stuff you got going on out here, see how you fit in. You got a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house that's capping you here. So be careful. You might not be able to raise the rents to $800 if somebody could pay $200 more and get a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, their own place for $995. So be careful on how much you think you can raise the rents. Yeah, I couldn't agree more about the 1% rule about appreciation. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. You guys are chatting, helping each other. Do you think it's better to buy and hold even if I'm not getting a stellar deal and sit on it and rent and house appreciation, principal pay down, wait for the market to come, or wait for the market to come down? Yeah, so because it's a duplex, I'm not opposed to you buying something like that as long as the numbers work. You figure out what your mortgage is going to be. You see how much of a house hack you have by renting out that unit. And it could be okay to pay market value because it's a duplex. If you could get it, if you could find a duplex a little bit in sort of a wedge rent position, great, do that. I'm not a big fan of, currently at least, waiting for the market to fall, mostly because we just bought 2 wedge deals, and maybe I'm biased, but I wouldn't have spent over $1 million buying real estate in the last 3 months if I didn't think the market was at least going to remain stable or have slow and steady appreciation. People think, oh, you shouldn't count on appreciation, and I completely agree with that. I don't. I count on, if it's units, the cash flow, and getting under market rents, or if they're single family, getting good deals day one. And I don't really care so much about the appreciation. Like everybody says, the appreciation is just bonus, and that's because the appreciation is speculative. But certainly some areas are going to appreciate more than others. All right, let's continue on here. New to this, checking out the Bay Area, Oakland to be exact. The market is extremely hard to find a wedge deal. How can I get true comps on if I'm getting a good deal? Yeah, well, so the first thing you really want to do is give us the link. But if this is the area that you're looking in, and we're going to look at for sale listings. Let's see what's for sale in Oakland. So let's do it. Let's go ahead and tag you. Responded in today's live. And this is Hamad responding around, what is it, like 20 minutes in? Something like that. Yeah, that always justifies the time if I just say something like that. So this is the area you're in. Yeah, it's expensive. I know a lot of people are going to vomit when they see these prices. The land is $325,000. Okay, that's a 3-in-1. I don't really care about 3-in-1. Let's just do this. What is this? Here is a little bit. This is like a 1920s. Is it 1913? 3-bedroom, 2-bath. This looks like a little bit of. Look at this. They even give you plans. Here, go redevelop it to a 2-story. I wouldn't do that. I like this. You know, see, like this is the kind of stuff I would be looking for. Is something that I could buy at a good price. They've been dropping the price like crazy. It's $499,000. Everything around me is $1 million. And it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. I would buy this, paint the outside, and then I would rent out, what is this? The back unit and maybe another one of the rooms. What is this? Is this a duplex? This is insane. Opportunity, current 2-bedroom plus. I don't know what plus means. Approved plans to renovate to a 3-and-2. Oh, they're tricky. See, they're listing this like a scam. They're listing it as a 3-and-2 when it's really a 2-and-2, which is fine. I still like it even though it's a 2-and-2. But because of how they're listing it, they're going to piss off a lot of people, and people are going to skip this one. So this could end up being a wedge deal. Run your comps on this. Talk to your realtor about this one. I really like that one. What else we got here? 780. Great Diamond District duplex. Look at this. There's a duplex for 780. I love it already because it's 2 1-bedroom, 1-baths. And it's so under all these $1 million prices. What is this? 650. This is land again. This is so classic. Look at this. Well, this is cute. This is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath. It's not going to be a wedge deal. This is just beautiful to look at. Because look how this is completely remodeled. You could do this with that little crappy one for $499. I mean, look what you have here. All you really have is you have an architect or a designer that came in and said, let's do an accent wall over here. Let's do the custom door. Let's do the newer brass hardware on the kitchen. I can't even tell if these cabinets are any good. They could just be honestly refaced old cabinets, but maybe they're newer. Who knows? The whole place looks like they did a really nice job to it. This is one where you'd probably be overpaying for it because it's beautiful. But this shows me that if a 3-and-1 is worth this and it's coming soon, where's that beater? That $499 one, you know? Find that $499 one again and go chase something like that. Not saying you have to, but to me, that's the kind of stuff I would be looking for. Just give me the old original 1920 stuff. I don't want the remodeled stuff. I want something that needs to be remodeled. So, and then I'd probably just live in it for the time being. All right, what else do we got? Let's do some more. Let's see if you guys got any questions on the live. Interesting. Hey, what's up, man? You made it. All right. Yeah. Hey, find that one. Seriously, man. I'm glad you got to make it to the live. I don't know where it went now, but you can always rewind the live and find it again. You know, and look at this. Look, here's another one. I mean, this is tiny. A 1-bedroom, 1-bath. Are you serious? This had to have been a 2-bed bath. I bet you this was a 2-bedroom, and they opened up a wall. There's 1 bedroom. I mean, this place is like kind of ew. But I would look at this house. I mean, look how cute this thing could be. This old, like, 1920 stuff. People go nuts for this. TLC fixer. Look, we just found 2 fixer-uppers. Oh, wait. I don't like it now. Look how close it is to the freeway. I don't like it. I mean, yeah, it's not like that side, but it's that side. The street probably has a bad reputation. I don't like it. All right. Let's see. What else are we going to do here? All right. Let's find out. Let me just hold on one second here. Let's see. What are we doing? We are looking for another deal. I'm going to pop it up, and I'll be right back. So we checked out yours. Okay, Derek, wedge seal C deal. Check it out. I'm back. Tampa, Florida. Spacious home on a huge site. Rare find while being so close to retail, restaurants, schools. There is even a bonus room where the laundry connections are with its own closet. Oh my gosh. Oh, is this a foreclosure? This might be a foreclosure. Wow, look at this. This is like super cool. Oh, look, the tile's broken. Oh, I love it. Yes. Oh, the orange walls. Oh, the flooring missing. Yes. Oh, yes. I bet you the toilets even say they're winterized. Oh, this is beautiful. I love it. They put in a new door for you already. See, most buyers look at this picture. Here, let me try to blow this up a little bit. Hold on. Okay. Most people look at this and say, oh my gosh, the wall is damaged. It's all the drywall screwed up. I look at this and go, brand new door installed for me already. Let's look at the pictures together. Look, there's an attic access in that one. Oh, I love it. Oh, that's so weird though. You step up to the toilet like that. That's kind of weird, but I could survive. All right. I do like it. See, in terms of wedge condition. Now let's see how much of a wedge. First of all, love Tampa. Big fan. Love that this is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. Good longevity. That's very good. 2,600 square feet. I like it. I think I already said that. It's close to the LA Fitness. I really like that because I need to go work out, and that would actually motivate me to go work out. Okay. Because I don't like driving. Okay, so you're outside of Tampa. Oh, I like this though. I was just looking at units down in Naples too. Okay, so let's look at the satellite here. What do we got going on? Okay, so you got the mobile homes right here, but whatever. Gas station, the 24-hour fitness. You got a couple plazas. Oh, the older school Florida coloring. I love it. I miss it. I lived in Florida, in case you didn't already know. All right, so this is cool. Let's look at the comps for your deal. I always like to take a minute and kind of look at what's going on in the area because, you know, I haven't been to these areas, so it's helpful. So what do we got? So, wow, look at this place. Sold for $105 in 2016. That's super low. And your place was like $225, right? Oh, that was Oakland. Let's pull you back. Let's see what we got here. Derek's. Derek's was listed for $229, and we're gonna try to find. Let's see some comps for Derek. $220. I want to find a recent one. Lot selling for dirt cheap. Here's a recent one from September. They're overpricing this foreclosure. That's my gut right now, is that they're overpricing it. I still like your square footage. It's still bigger than this one. This one's got a pool, which is good in Florida. It's got 2 pictures. Oh, well, this was a fixer-upper too. Oh, well, this is good. Okay, good. This was the saving grace. But the fixer-upper sold for $227. It had a pool, but it sold last summer, basically. And it's oozing with potential, but that's a really weird word to describe a house as. And it's smaller in square footage. So this is actually a good comp. I'm actually impressed now. Good. These are all rental comps. Sold. I need to be closer to your location, though. Hold on. It's zoomed me out like crazy. See, that's why you got to be careful with the MLS, too. It likes to trick you. You should be right within the neighborhood. There we go. Look, right next door. That's what I want to look at. Oh, good. This is from 2016. It sold for $240. Perfect. Great comp. It's remodeled. It's got a pool. This is a good comp, though. I like that. What do we got here? $280. 2,000 square feet. Still got the brass hardware. This is great. This is a great comp. It's got cheap flooring. It's got some funky fireplace mantle. It's got the kitchen that does not say 2019. It's older tile with custom coloring. Same thing in the bathroom here. You see that right there? That weird green tile or whatever? Yeah. Oh, there it is. No. This is great. See, this is the example of what not to buy because it's too clean. And people are like, oh, well, we could paint the walls. We could change things. It gives people vision. Yours is exactly what I love. People are going to go, oh my gosh, there are holes in the tile. How could I ever survive in this house? I like this. This is good. So this is a really good comp for you. I like that. What else do we have? This one's on a busy street. Sold for $380 basically. Last year, it's a little larger. I'll give them that. $363 in 2016. And where's yours? Like, I'm getting excited about this. This is a good one. What do we got? For sale. Well, there's a 665 right across the street from you, 1,000 square feet more. Dude, buy this. This is freaking awesome. A huge lot. This is awesome. The trailer. No, okay, that's an actual house. Okay, this is from 2016. I was gonna say, because I'm pretty sure this is the trailer. No, where's the trailer? Oh, they must be on that street. Somewhere the trailers are, whatever. Okay, what do we got over here? 200K. Much smaller. A comp from 2017 you're basically buying this place for. And this place doesn't look that great either. I mean, look at the kitchen. The kitchen's tiny. Maybe it just looks tiny because it's so dark. Anyway, yeah, I really like that deal, man. That's a good deal. Good job, Derek. All right. Home has been vacant for 8 years. Squatter took over. Roof is 11 years old. That's fine. Fence needs to be replaced. Well, just paint it. I haven't even seen it, but let me look at it. Don't spend the money on that stuff when you don't need. You got plenty of a project to go through right now. The fence is fine. Detached garage. Garage is repurposed. Oh, I hope they're not calling that a bedroom and a bathroom, because that would be weird. I don't know. Like, if this is a 3-in-1, I think that's a little bit more of a problem. Let's look at it. Let's blow it up again a little bit bigger here. Let's just go. Let's line it up with the pictures here. So that way we have the pictures and what you got going on here. Looks like there's mold in the ceiling. I don't care. Just make sure there's no water leak. And if that's your fence right there, keep it. It's fine. If there better be 2 bathrooms in the actual house. My concern is with this step up that this is the garage bathroom and that's the second bathroom. If the whole house is a 3-in-1, I'm a little less excited. But I'm pretty sure I see 2 bathrooms. Like, that's one. And I think the green one, and see, here's another one. So I'm pretty sure I see, well, unless that's off. It feels like I'm seeing 3 bathrooms. Find the answer on that and post it in the Discord or somewhere. I'll look in the live if you're here, but find it. And then look, you got these comps. Let's see what comps you looked at. So what is this? This is great. Yeah, we looked at that comp, and that's yours. Yeah, you looked at the same comp I did. I love it. I love it. Yes. Yes. Yeah. I mean, I think we looked at some of the, I mean, it's 2016. Dude, Derek, you don't need any more convincing, man. I like it. Just make sure you find out about that bathroom setup. Go visit it. All right. Long story short, I accidentally got 3 different realtors working with me. Is this frowned upon? Yeah. So, hold on. Where am I? I'm right here. Yeah, so you really have to, like, establish. It's tough at this point because they're probably all hunting for deals for you. At some point, you're gonna have to. Ooh, yeah, because ideally you make that call up front. I think that's tough. You know, maybe at that point you kind of just make it clear that you're looking for a good fixer-upper, and what you're going to. This is how I would do it. Hey, just next time you talk to them, hey, look, I really want to work with you. Just a heads up, I really got to find a fixer-upper, something that's going to work out well for me. I'm going to start going to open houses and kind of just letting people know, like, hey, I'm looking for a fixer. So at this point, like, I need a fixer so badly, or I need a wedge deal so badly. Kind of whoever brings it to me, I want to start the relationship with them. Since you probably haven't bought before, this could be okay. Because once you buy with the person that gets you that wedge deal, make them your primary realtor. That's probably how I would do it. Bail yourself out. Good morning, good morning. Can you analyze this for me? Let's see. All right, let's do one more. And, oh, look, Nick, good. We got your question already. Where's the deal? Here we go. All right, we're going to look at this deal. What do we got? Let's analyze this. Hold on. Let's move this over. Let's go back to deal analysis. Where was I? Is this? Oh, here's another Oakland one. Hey, Hamad, bro, you're in the live. What's up, man? Neighbors stated they'll be asking $675. Would this be considered a wedge deal? When the houses around this area have smaller lots. It depends on the condition. Let's look at it. Because this is one of those more original ones. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty move-in ready. I wouldn't be surprised to see this thing sell with like multiple offers compared to the other one we looked at. The one that's mislisted for $499. I really still like the $499 one. This one could get a lot of competition in your area. I still like it. Depends on the area. I mean, Oakland, let's see. I don't know. No, look, this is a busy street. You want to get off that street. I don't like it. Solely for that. I don't want to be on Coolidge Ave. I don't know. Maybe it's not as busy as I think it is, but you got shops on the street, so it's got to be busy. Preschool. Let's just do this. Look at it together here. Yeah, this is a busy street. Gosh, there's a lot of potential on the street, but it's gonna take a while. Super busy. I don't know. I don't like busy. I like the quieter areas. All right. What other questions do we have? And I'm gonna take off. It is a busy street, somewhat busy street. Yeah, no. Find another one. I think that's a little bit of a yeah, but find that $499 one we were looking at. Go view that one. And then Derek, let me know about that bathroom. All right, folks. I'm gonna take off. It's been a good live. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Post some more deals. I love you. Post your questions too. I kind of go through the questions first, and then I respond to those at the beginning of the lives, and then we do the deal analyses. All right, folks. Thanks again. Have a wonderful Thursday, and we'll see you.